Hey, good morning. It's a beautiful morning. It's wonderful out here. And I'm just out here doing my walk. And I wanted to share some things with you about a correct way to go toward a healthy New Year's resolution. And I want you to think about this. Okay, I'm a registered dietitian. I'm Daz. Happy New Year. And I've worked with a number of clients and taught healthy classes in college. And so one of the things I have to do is I have to study behaviors in order to know how to help my clients in the area, particularly of weight loss, because a lot of people are interested in weight loss. Even on my channel, they're interested in weight loss. But okay, so this is what I want you to keep in mind. I don't want you to lose your enthusiasm, because everyone is so geared up and energized at the beginning of the year, and they're going to do all of these things. I want you to keep that enthusiasm. But this is something that I want to share with you. Excuse me? You want to share what you are going to do? Okay. Okay. Well, what is it that you want to do? Well, you say you have your walking shoes. Okay, check. You say you have your running shoes. Okay, check. You say you have your jogging suit. Check. You say you have your Stairmaster. Check. You've got your treadmill. Check. You have ordered 12 cases of alkaline water, no less. Check. You've ordered fresh bushel of celery sticks. Check. Slow your roll, partner. Hold up. Just slow your roll. Those are wonderful things. But I have something that I think would work better for you, okay? First off, I want you to be thinking in terms of a new life plan, not just something you're going to do for a period. A new life plan that is forever. That's what I would like for you to be focusing on. The other thing is, I want you to write down all of these new behaviors in order for you to achieve your new life plan. And I'm going to give you some suggestions. For example, you could put on your new life plan, I'm not going to snack late at night. And I'm not going to eat after 7 p.m. I'm not going to have snacks in between meals. I'm not going to eat the larger portions that I normally do. I'm going to cut those portions in half. The other thing is I'm going to walk. And if you haven't exercised at all, don't put on your plan, I'm going to jog 1 hour every day. Let's start off with something a little bit more doable, like I'm going to walk maybe 15 minutes a day and then increase it as I make that adjustment. You may also want to put on your plan that I'm only going to eat one sweet a week. Just one sweet a week. No fried foods. So these are some things that you can put on your new life healthy plan that is focusing on your weight loss journey. And I have a number of suggestions for you and recommendations for you. Please get my book, Boss Battle Strategies to Lose Weight, and you'll get all that information in there. But those things are good. Now, the other thing that I want you to do, once you've written out your list, have it at a place where you can look at it daily. I want you to review this daily. And let me say this, because sometimes this mistake is made. You start falling off on some of those things, and then you start getting discouraged, and then you don't want to look at that list anymore. Don't make that mistake. Look at that list daily. Write it somewhere. It's a business plan. Okay? It's a business plan. Write it somewhere so that you can look it over. And I want to keep it fresh in the center of your mind. Then I want you to only look at one or two things on that list. I know. Okay. I know. If I only do one or two things, I'll never reach my goal. Not so, madam, sir, not so. What I want you to do is focus on one or two things, because if you go into the new year trying to do all 20 or all 12 of those things on your list, you're going to get overwhelmed. You may get exhausted. You may start getting frustrated. And then when you're frustrated, you may slip back into your old ways, to comfort yourself. Now you're back into your old routine. You ease back into it. So what I want you to do is walk on this journey. This is a marathon. This is not a sprint. 1 or 2 behaviors, and do those for a couple of weeks. And you choose, because this is your plan. I may choose something differently than you. Someone else may choose. You choose what those 1 or 2 behaviors are. And to start those do those for about a couple of weeks. And then you can add another behavior. Do that for a couple of weeks. Now you've got 3 new behaviors, and then in a couple of more weeks, add some more. And before, you'll get through it. It won't take that long, because you have to understand even 1 new behavior is better than what you were doing before. So if you can choose 2 for just a couple of weeks, and then 2 more. You see, it takes 18 to, on the average, 66 days to break a habit. It's not an overnight process. This is not an overnight process. And even for some, may take as much as 8 months. That's a long time before your body and your brain adjust to this new routine. So during that period, you're constantly fighting to want to go back to your comfort zone. And therein lies the problem. So if you're trying to do all of these things, you really exhaust yourself before you even start. I want to tell you about, and you probably know this story. If you're older, you know the story. If you're younger, because I do have some younger people who are watching my channel, but it's the story of the hare and the tortoise. The hare, the rabbit. We don't call them hares. We usually call them rabbits. But the hare and the rabbits, it's a fable, a children's fable. So anyway, it goes like this, for those who don't know. The rabbit proposed to the tortoise, hey, I bet, let's have a race and see who wins. And so the tortoise said, I'm up, let's go. So on your mark, get set, ready, go. And then they were off. Well, the tortoise took his time with his little heavy legs. And he's got that shell he's got to carry on his back. And he was slow, but he was steady. He was slow, but he was steady. And then the rabbit took off like lightning, greased lightning. You couldn't even see him. Well, most people would say, I'm a fool to be in this race. This person is so far ahead, forget it. But it didn't deter the tortoise from the determined mission to reach the finishing line. So the tortoise kept going. Well, the hare is so far ahead that the hares just said, please, I'm going to take a nap. This is no competition. So the rabbit takes a nap. And while the rabbit is napping, steady, steady, steady. And in the end, the tortoise won. So yeah, we don't want to be so gung-ho. We are talking about steeped habits, practices that we've been doing for numerous years. So we're not going to snap out it for the most part. Now, you may be one of those people who are able to do it. You have some people, they don't need the patch on their arm to stop smoking. They don't have to go to AA to stop drinking. Some people can do it on their own. And with the understanding, I want you to remember this. If you deviate, if you fall off on some of those things on your list, don't get discouraged. Please don't get discouraged. We're talking about changing habits that have been with us, or practices that have been with us for numerous years. So it's understood. You probably are going to slack up on 1, 2, or some of them. Keep looking at your list, because you need to keep it in the forefront of your mind that this is your mission. We are tortoise. We are a tortoise on this plan, and it's one step at a time. And we will reach our goals. Albeit that goal is far ahead, we will reach it. We want to reach that finishing line of having healthier behaviors incorporated into our new life, and losing weight incorporated into our new life. And that's what I wanted to share with you. And that's the take-home message. Well, look, I want you to share me with your family and friends. Please subscribe if you haven't. And thank you for joining me on this journey of a correct way and or a better way for you to have a healthy New Year's resolution. Happy New Year. I'm Das, and I look forward to seeing you next time.